So there are some ascension symptoms that are really common in the collective right now that you might not be aware you're experiencing, especially if you're a healer who's going through a death and you feel like you just went through this portal and something about you changed, and perhaps you're still in the portal or you're kind of on the tail end of it, or you feel like you just got rebirthed in some sort of way. There are very predictable symptoms that are happening that I want to talk to you about. Now, anytime me and you are talking about ascension symptoms, I'm telling you about the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, the energetic, and those last two are what's alive in my heart to talk to you about today. So the physical stuff is boring. It's like, yeah, you're tired. Yeah, you're asleep. Your dream world is activated. Yeah. We know this. But this particular ascension symptom is very much alive for folks who are activating in their mystic codes. Now, it's not a gender specific comment to say the mystic codes. Basically, it's that you're feeling this aliveness come into your body. You're feeling more connected to spirit. You're feeling more connected to elements, to nature, to your own channel. You feel like you just got propelled and catapulted right into your mission after maybe months or years of being distracted, feeling like you were chasing different things or chasing different side quests, and now it's like you feel this like electricity in your body kind of just like jolting you back into your mission, and that's what's alive in your symptoms today. So firstly, if you're not already subscribed to the Playground podcast, what are you doing? Go ahead and subscribe. And also, I'd love to know in the comments if you're experiencing any of the symptoms that I'm going to be talking about. So friends, whenever we're talking about growth, spirituality, all of these different things, I always tell you that there's a physical implication on your body when you're going through any kind of spiritual development. Your nervous system has to expand with you. Your nervous system has to come with you. Your body's going to change. Molecularly, you're changing shape. Your DNA is not the same as 10 years ago, 7 years ago, even 3 months ago. As you learn, as you grow, as you connect with different environments and different parts of your coding, you activate differently. So your physical body is going to experience exhaustion. It's going to experience feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel like I've been sleeping for 5 months, or I feel like I'm like dream traveling a lot more. There's kind of this like unrestlessness, even if mentally you don't feel restless. Mentally, you might just be like, yep, I'm moving through life. I'm not really like worried. I'm not really concerned, but your physical body disagrees. Now, as I mentioned, I'm more excited to talk to you about the energetic symptoms here, which many people's bodies got jolted. It's like this electric buzz that is, tapped into your channels, tapped into your chakras, tapped into all your energy gates. And there's this like buzzing. It's like, maybe you can even hear it. Many of my friends can hear this buzzing. Many of my friends can feel the buzzing around their body. But essentially what happened is that your energetic field just got bigger and wider. And oftentimes when I'm explaining energy to you, energy works like a magnet. It has positive and negative atoms. It has positive and negative attraction. So when you become a stronger magnet, you actually also become a stronger repellent to the things that are not in alignment to you. So you may have felt that like, whoa, all of a sudden, many things just fell out of your life. And it was just like one after the other. Things that you wanted to fall out of your life and things that you're just like, oh, I didn't know that needed to fall out of my life, but it did. And it had a lot to do with your magnetic field. Now, on the same end, as things fall away, as you repel things also start to magnetize. Whoa, how did this person just show up in my life? How did this opportunity kind of just like come in here? How am I magnetizing myself to all of these different things that are just falling into my path in such a synchronistic way? And that's some of the symptoms that you're going to start to experience. Now, for a lot of people, when things start to go really well, our tendency is to sabotage. We believe that like we need to work harder for it to earn that thing, or it's not the right time. There's some of this like self-sabotaging energy that tends to come up. But what's really unique about this particular ascension is that most of it's kind of dissipated. You're like waiting for that insecurity and you're like, I don't hear it. And you're waiting for that voice in your head and you're just like, I don't need that. You're waiting to come out of your heart. And a part of you is like anticipating like coming out of alignment, but it's like, no, I'm way more in alignment and my body feels very natural to be here. It feels very natural that I'm accepting this and rejecting that, and this didn't work out, and this and that. And so all of the different things that you would do in the past, where you would feel bad for a couple of weeks, where you would overthink the thing, whether you would like miscommunicate or not communicate, all these different things, it's like, ooh, big girl, big boy, you know, like there's this like energy that is this new vibration. Now, you're not a fully, completely different person. It's just that these codes, as they come online, these ascension codes, it basically just like slaps you into gear. You don't have the opportunity for your mind to counteract the codes that need to come online. Your body doesn't have the opportunity to counterfight the codes that need to come online. Your heart is no longer resisting the codes that need to come online. Now, you felt this many times in your life before, so this is not like a first timers thing, especially if you're a healer, somebody who's been in the healing arts, whether you're an artist, you're a creative. I call you guys all the healing artists because you bring healing into the world. You know, when you have done this many times in your life, you felt these symptoms before. You felt your body expanding. Your nervous system was just learning how to be there. You felt your communication skills improving. You were just learning how to speak and express and to ask for the things that you want and desire. Your heart worked on not closing in. It worked on staying open even when it's uncomfortable. You worked on all these things for several iterations of yourself. And now it's like, wait a second, I don't need to start on ground zero every single time. I don't need to start on level 5 every single time. I'm at a level 10 and I'm going to see myself at this level, whatever your scale is, whatever your level scale is. You know, I'm just making up a number here. So these ascension symptoms basically means that you feel a lot more psychic than you were before. There's this kind of this energy of this inner knowing. And psychic is not just like in your head, like reading minds. Psychic is also in your intuition, in your physical body, that says like there's this inner knowing. And I'm actually not afraid to go into this unknown, because as unknown as things are, it's actually way more known than I even believed to be, because now I'm not thinking about the things that are unknown. I'm actually just feeling into the things that are inherently known. And there's a different sense of movement in that, where you're just like, wait a second, I don't feel scared to go into this thing, this project, this business, this relationship, this friendship, this collaboration into the woods. There's this trust, there's this energy that is kind of coming out of your heart that says, I am okay with the unknown. That is one of the best symptoms that you're going to get. Don't reject that symptom, because right now you're feeling a little brave. And as I'm making this episode, we're in the middle of Leo season. This is adding to this bravery. This is adding to this courage. This adding to this, wait a second, I'm going to be able to figure it out. I know that I'm powerful. I know that I'm courageous. I know that I'm willing to be seen. I know that I'm awake in a certain way that I haven't felt alive in a long time. Not because you were dead, not because you were dying. Maybe a part of you was, and it felt really painful. It felt like, you know, it's like this extraction, all these different things that needed to go, that needed to shed, that needed to close, that needed to, but as soon as you let go, as soon as you let go of those things, the symptoms basically just came online. And it says buzz, it just like zapped you, it shocked you, and this electricity is going in all direction. So a few things that I already mentioned is that your body has just become more magnetic. Like the force field around yourself is just more magnetic. So magnets do two things, repel and attract. Simultaneously, you also feel like you're getting burst into your mission, burst into your purpose with even more clarity, with even more grit, with even more perseverance, with even more passion. The fire is alive again. So you're not going to burn out this fire. You're going to nurture it and you're going to utilize it in its season. Meaning that if you need to go into the fire and burn shit down or really put fire into something, do that, you know, but maintain it in a way that is sustainable for you. Whether your fire is to slowly nurture something, that's a version of it, but that's not who I'm talking to right now. You're ready to go because you've been prepping all your life to be this version of you. Another symptom you're going to feel is that your connection to nature is going to shift. These are the mystic codes that are reawakening within people right now, especially the healers. So if you are the person who are already talking to trees, you're already communing with the plant essences, you're already attuned with nature, your work already involves conservation and nature as a portal, is just going to magnify even more. Now, it's not going to look the same way for every single person because every single one of us has a different gift to bring into the earth. we're not all here to express it in the same way. So perhaps your way is through writing or through poetry or through hosting retreats or making music and making art or fill in the blank. You have this gift that has been activated within you. So this symptom that you're feeling more drawn to nature than you have been, that you're feeling a little bit more nomadic than you have been, where your body is saying, wait a second, I want to go to these portals. I want to go to these energy grids. I want to go to these sacred sites. Perhaps I'm discovering sacred sites around my own neighborhood that I was not even cued into because I just thought this was a tree, or I just thought this was like a whatever, a park or whatever. But your body's feeling called to go and commune with these spirits, these elemental spirits. Your body is so awakened right now. It feels like it is just conversing and communing with things that are unseen. This is the way of indigenous life as well. Indigenous people spend time communing to the spirits of plants and elements. Your body has also awakened to something that our bodies have forgotten. We forgot to commune and talk to our plants and to say thank you to the water and to do all of these different things that we think is like woo woo cuckoo caca, and it's like, oh, they lost their mind. But no, like that's the symbiotic relationship that is a symptom of this awakening that you're having. Many of you are attuned to it already. We've been talking for how many years? Many of you are attuned to it already, but it's just the next level of that. The mystic codes are awakened. Gender non-specific comment. The mystic codes are awakened. So you'll find that you want to be a little bit louder about your mission. You want to dream a little bit bigger about your mission. You want to embody the frequency of this mission, of however it wants to manifest through you. Your body is going to gyrate, is going to vibrate, is going to feel electricity, electrified, and your job is not to figure out how to ground that electricity. You're already grounding by communing with Earth. You're meant to shoot that into the manifestations that you want to have in your life. So what is it that you want to get done in your work as a healer, as a healing arts practitioner, somebody who wants to help people heal, to feel good, to grow, to alleviate trauma, to feel better about themselves, to experience self-love, all the beautiful things that you do and create, you want to share with other people. So this desire to share is going to get bigger and brighter and more electrifying. So if you are in this ascension symptom where your literal body is like buzzing, I'll tell you a story about that. I'm in the same boat as you, where my body has been buzzing for probably since the summer solstice and activating every single day. People who have touched me have gotten electrocuted. People who have slept next to me have their brains going tick, 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 tick. The energy within my body, the grids that I'm seeing, the connection of the electricity, the way that when I touch tree, I'm a tree hugger always, but when I touch tree, I'm like, ugh. And the other day I was in the redwoods. I found this grandmother oracle circle of trees, and as I touched the trees, as I communed with the trees, and I sat in the middle of this portal, I was gone for like 25 minutes. My friend was like, what? Like, I was gone for like 25 minutes, like literally the look in my eyes just like buzzing and electrifying. Now, all of this information, this grandmother energy, the oracle energy, and however it is that you're communing with nature, perhaps you're a water baby, perhaps you're a forest girly, perhaps you're a nature, your nature is about the desert. However it is that you're communing with the spirit that wants to commune with you. For me, it's big time trees. For me, it's big time forest. And for me, I lived and grew up in Western Massachusetts with mountains and trees and waters and lakes and creeks. All of these kinds of energies are more attuned to me rather than like a desert energy. So as your body magnifies this, you're going to start to see, you're going to be a little bit more reserved in your energy too. And it's a conundrum because you're like external, but internal too. Perhaps that means you look at how you're using your sexual energy, your sensual energy, your social energy, your collaboration energy, your project energy. Everything that is an energy leak is going to start to come back into center. Energy leaks is like, this is the non-energy hygiene version of it all. But when you have this strong of energy within yourself, you're going to start to learn to retain it. You're going to start to learn how to utilize it towards your projects, towards your mission, towards the things that you deeply care about. And if you're somebody who wants to explore these mystic codes that are awakening, you want to get into your next level frequency, you want to tap into your next level wealth, expression, next level mission, Mystic Codes is open. I'd love to see you for the next 3 months working in a container of other people who are also vibrating in this caliber of energy. The information is in the show notes. And of course, you can DM me on Instagram at shanila.sathar if you're curious about activating more of these mystical codes within you in a group of people who are just as excited and electrified as you. And just remember, the world is your playground. And until next time, I will catch you soon.